What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I deeply appreciate it. So I just posted a video, right? And in that video, I discussed how anti-black racists love Michael Jordan and Kobe Bean Bryant. And I laid out the reasons for why they really love Mike and Kobe. And I said that one of the big reasons is that they never stood in solidarity with black American people, right? And so now, one of the homies on my channel, and this ain't even, I ain't got nothing against him. I appreciate the support. He come to my channel a lot, show love, come lend his talking points and all of that. And all different opinions are allowed on this channel. But if I disagree, I'm going to voice it. Okay? So the homie basically was like, he was saying, y'all got to stop with that. Nobody in Michael Jordan era was speaking up on social issues, right? Y'all got to stop that and have Michael Jordan laid the groundwork for people to make all the mega money with the shoe deals now, right? And so this is no disrespect to the homie, but I have to address this talking boy. I have to, right? I think his name was Zaire Thinker, I believe his name is. There's no disrespect to him. But I got to say this. Y'all got to stop giving Michael Jordan passes for not standing in solidarity with black folks. Y'all got to stop, okay? I got Michael Jordan #1 as the greatest player of all time on my list. And I still will hold his feet to the fire about it. Because look, it don't matter if people in his era wasn't, because they weren't doing it. You right. But that don't matter. Michael Jordan still not standing in solidarity with black American people many moons after he's been done playing in the NBA. Michael Jordan been gone for many, many years, and he's still not showing solidarity with black folks. He still straddles the fence. He's still too scared to stand in solidarity with his people. So yeah, nobody was doing it then, but a lot of athletes are doing it now. And Michael Jordan has seen the examples of his, not predecessors, the guys who have came after him, who have stood in solidarity with black folks, and he still chooses not to, right? And I'm not saying he got to be Malcolm X or nothing like that, but I told y'all, I gave y'all an example. When George Floyd was unalived by law enforcement, and I have to say unalive because if I say the K word, I'll risk being demonetized, okay? So when when George Floyd was unalived by law enforcement, right? And everybody was talking about how egregious and how despicable it was and all of that, right? This was a chance where even like a lot of the most conservative white folks was looking like, oh man, that's crazy, right? At that time, it was, then they came out later on saying it was fentanyl and all of that. But at first, they were like, yo, this is wild. This is crazy. He got a knee on his neck. This is wild, right? So this is a time where everybody kind of like, for the most part, in agreement, this is crazy. Michael Jordan still chose to donate money to a black organization and then donate money to the police. Why? Because he's too scared to stand in solidarity with black folks. He's still scared. He still don't want to alienate a fan base because, first of all, if you got a fan base who thinks that you taking a stand against police brutality against black American people, if they think that's being racist, you got the wrong fans, fam. You got terrible fucking fans if they think that's being racist. If they think their whiteness is being threatened by you taking a stand against police brutality against people that look like you, if they think their whiteness is threatened because of that, you got terrible fans, and they need to look in the mirror, okay? But Michael Jordan is still too afraid to to stand in solidarity with black folks. Why are you donating money to the police department? The police got a lot of money. They don't need no more. They got a lot of money. Why are you donating money to the police department after the law enforcement unalived a black American person who wasn't resisting arrest? You know what I'm saying? Who was unarmed? Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, I don't, but it don't. But Michael Jordan, he like, hey, here go the money police, because I don't want the racist white conservatives to talk about me. I don't want them to alienate me. I want them to still buy my shoes. I don't want them to talk about me. I don't want them to turn their back on me. I don't want the racist anti-black conservatives to just to jump ship from over here on Jordan brand. So I got to give money to the police department to appease them, to make them happy. Refusal to show solidarity. And this is Michael Jordan at what? Mike got to be 60 years old, right? Or damn near close to it. He got to be 60. He grown like an old man. He's still scared to stand in solidarity with black people. So stop saying the excuse, oh, nobody did it in Michael Jordan era. He's still not doing it today in this era, many moons after he didn't play, and after the people who have came after him have shown, hey, you can stand in solidarity with black folks and be okay. Michael Jordan's still scared to do that. Stop giving him an out. And then, when talking about the shoe deal money, oh, y'all can thank Michael Jordan for the shoe deal money athletes get. Bro, I'm not thanking him for that, because he ain't giving me none of that bread, nor is he giving Lil Mac and Madison no money either, so I ain't thanking him for that. I ain't getting none of that piece of that pie, so I ain't thanking him for that. I will thank Michael Jordan when he stands in solidarity with black American people at least once in his life. And standing in solidarity is not giving money to a black organization, then giving money to the police department. After we are out here protesting law enforcement, not treating black folks accordingly at times. You know what I mean? So like that, to me, that ain't oh, he's standing in solidarity with us. He's not doing that when he's not standing in solidarity with black folks when he's doing that. But a lot of people don't wanna criticize, or they don't want to criticize Mike because he's the GOAT and he the greatest. I got him number one. I got LeBron James number two, right? And I'm still gonna hold his feet to the fire. And I guess maybe I don't feel like that connection to Mike because I was only 5 years old when he won in '98, and I'm in Chicago, born and raised in the Chicago, Southside Chicago. My father and them love Michael Jordan. I ain't never felt connected to Mike like that. Maybe again because I didn't watch him play. Maybe because I'm more of an Isaiah Thomas type of guy, because Isaiah be standing on front lines on business when it come to black folks all the time. He come to the neighborhoods that we come from, come speak to the kids. You know what I mean? I don't know. Isaiah Zeke seemed like a much more of a certified dude than Mike to me. You know what I mean? I don't know Mike personally. I don't see Zeke not being friends with nobody, or ending a friendship because Charles Barkley say, oh man, this team, this team is not, Charlotte ain't a good team. And Michael Jordan ain't spoke to Charles in about 20 years because of that. If Zeke feel the way, he'll talk to you about it. You feel me? But I don't see him not being your friend because of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I don't feel connected to Mike like that, to where even though I've worn his shoes, I ain't never bought them. My homie Kiefer gave me the shoes. I got a Michael Jordan hoodie that was nice and all. I got some Jordan apparel, but I ain't never, because it was nice. And it was nice, I don't even have a lot of Jordan apparel. I got like 2 pairs of Jordan shorts, 1 Jordan hoodie, few Jordan shoes that came from my homie Kiefer. But yeah. And he makes nice, he got nice apparel, nice shoes and all that, right? But again, I don't feel connected to Mike like other people, and maybe it's because, and I'm from Chicago, maybe because I was just a young kid when he was winning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I'm looking at something, maybe that's the reason why, but I'm not finna sit here and get him no passes for not standing in solidarity with black folks because of his time and his era he's come from. Well, brother, hey, look, man, it's been many moons later and he still ain't doing it. He's still too scared to do it. I bet you something happened right now. If something, I promise you, Michael Jordan could live 5 minutes away from something happening where a black person get gunned down by law enforcement and Mike ain't gonna say nothing. He ain't gonna say nothing about it at all. He gonna mind his business. He could be 5 minutes away from where Mike live at. He ain't gonna say nothing about it because he's afraid. He's scared that he don't want to alienate the racist conservatives that buy his shoes and that love him to pieces. Because I told y'all that I always say this when I say, when I got on Scap Attack and I was talking about how he's anti-black with a lot of things. And you had people like, oh, he's not anti-black. He loves Michael Jordan. And I said, brother, y'all got to cut it out. Members of the Ku Klux Klan love Michael Jordan. David Duke love Michael Jordan dirty draws, I'm sure. Especially when they know he don't stand in solidarity with black folks. When he don't talk about police brutality, when he don't talk about any type of racism happening, oh, they gonna love you to your bones. To the bone gristle, they gonna love you. Especially when you don't dress like, you don't dress like a what they call a hoodlum. Cause Allen Iverson didn't speak on police brutality and stuff like that. But it was obvious that Allen Iverson was of the fray, of the black American fray. He was of the fray. He was of the people. He dressed like people that came from my neighborhoods, had cornrows like people that came from my neighborhoods, the tattoos like people that came from my neighborhoods. He had a lot of people from his neighborhood around him at a lot of times, at all times. And so he didn't play into respectability politics. So even though he didn't speak on Black American issues, a lot of racist anti-Black folks did not like Allen Iverson because their children wanted to dress like Allen Iverson. They wanted to act like Allen Iverson. They wanted to be like Allen Iverson. They wanted to get tattoos like Allen Iverson. They wanted to get hairstyles like Allen Iverson, right? So they didn't like that because, oh my God, you're turning into a hoodlum, you know. But when it came to Mike, though, Mike played and he didn't dress like Allen Iverson. He wasn't a rebel in his clothing and nothing like that, and he didn't speak on Black American issues, so they love Mike to death because Mike is the antithesis of LeBron James when it comes to speaking out about politics and really Black life being taken, because they'll say, oh, LeBron will be with Democrats. Really, it's about LeBron talking about police brutality, right? And Black life being taken by law enforcement is not politics to me. It's not, and it never will be. You know what I mean? But because Mike don't talk about it, he stays away from it. And when something happened that was like, when he had a pass during the George Floyd he had a pass during the George Floyd situation to speak about police brutality against Black folks. Everybody would have given him a pass for it, and to stand in solidarity with Black folks. If he had a chance to stand in solidarity with Black folks, and people would have given him a pass for it, and he still didn't do it. He refused to do that. He still wanted to give money to the police department, not to make people mad. So they just show you what time he on. Like, he still is scared, and as a grown man, don't wanna, stand in solidarity with Black folks. So we gotta stop making excuses for him. Yes, nobody did it during his time, but he's had plenty of examples that have come after him, and he still do not want to stand in solidarity with Black folks. So let's not give him that pass. Oh, nobody was doing it then. He still ain't doing it now, bro. He still ain't, and he never will do it probably. I ain't gonna say you can never say never, but I will be shocked if he ever really does. You know what I mean? Because at this point, when he donated money to the police, bro, I was just like, oh wow. Like what are you doing? You know what I mean? And all the anti-Black racist conservatives like, see, Michael gets it. He gets it. He understands, man. It's all about, because anti-Black racists love to quote Dr. Martin Luther King. It's not about the color of your skin. They hate to talk about Martin Luther King when he was talking about Black folks need the reparations. We need that check. They don't want, they skip over all of that. All the other rhetoric, they skip over all that. They only want to hear the judge by the content and character, not the color of your skin, which is true, right? But when people talk about racism, ain't nobody threatening your whiteness. We just trying to protect our Black folks, protect our Blackness from being weaponized and looked at as next to nothing, or looked at as simply brutes. That's the situation. All right. Machiavelli Mills TV. I hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.